it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. We are zooming in and we are focusing in a little bit more in depth on the recovery tool that I discussed in my book, and that is the recovery date. The recovery date is an opportunity for your body to recharge and your mind to reprogram itself. And when I talk about reprogramming itself, I mean for it to, on a neural network and an emotional level, rewire the sort of feelings, experiences, reactions, expressions that you are used to being hardwired into as a result of being in a reactive relationship with a very emotionally manipulative individual or family dynamic that has caused you to feel an experience of dysfunction or lower energetic vibration in your life, such as self-doubt, shame, learned helplessness, anxiety, lack of trust, lack of happiness in the world. And the recovery date is an opportunity for you to take out your healed self. So it is a chance for you to remove and extract yourself from all of the negative feelings, evaluations, and roles that you have been put into, or you have found yourself placed into from life or from a relationship, a marriage, a parental relationship. Maybe this could even be your son or daughter or a boss at work. And it's a chance for you to go out and really find a chance for you to experience something beyond your everyday experience. So it's a chance and an opportunity for you twice or once a week for 2 hours for you to schedule in an appointment book. So not just like, oh, I'll do it, I'll do it. I'll remember Peace and Harmony. No, I want you to actually get an appointment book. And I want you to have this appointment book. You can get it at any sort of office supply store or, bookstore where you have an appointment book and you schedule in with a pen. You take a pen. Everybody's got to have a pen. You take a pen and you schedule in recovery date. Do we need to write this down? We need to write this down, because when you write things down, you're sending your body a kinesthetic message that you are going to do it. It's a verbal reminder. It's a kinesthetic reminder. Kinesthetic meaning wired within the body. So you are going to write recovery date. And you are going to book this in your calendar. Recovery date. And this is a date with yourself. And this is for 2 hours. 2 hours. You are doing this. And you're going to write a smiley face next to it. I don't care if you're 55, 65, or 18. A recovery date will be an opportunity for you to set aside 2 hours in your week that you are getting outside of yourself. You are taking your recovered self out on a date. I don't care if you go for yogurt. I don't care if you go for ice cream. I don't care if you go for gelato. I don't care if you go to a fabric store. I don't care if you go to a hardware store. I don't care if you go to a garden, a church, a museum, a walk down to the lake, a walk down to the corner. But go somewhere. It's a date. That means you're going out. You're taking your recovered self out. And not out to do laundry. You're not out to do grocery shopping. You're not out to, drive the kids to soccer. This is a recovery date. You're taking a date with yourself. Okay? If you're still in a relationship with a narcissist, you need to do it. But you're setting yourself back because this person's going to continue to treat you the way that they've been treating you. You can't retrain the narcissist. Okay? You can retrain yourself. You can take yourself out. And so I want you to go on a recovery date for 2 hours a week. And I want you to do this every week. And I want you to schedule this. I want you to get your appointment book. If you haven't gotten one yet, you need to get one. Recovery date, 2 hours. 10 to 12, 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 3 to 5. Start it on the dot. Start it exactly at, 10 o'clock. And then make sure you stay on it till noon. And then you can go back to life as normal. But start it here. And right now, you're getting outside of yourself, your usual role, your usual you, the usual way you've been feeling. If you want to dress up for your date, it's up to you. You don't have to dress up. I mean, you can dress up if you want. You can wear something different if that's meaningful to you. But I want you to get outside of your regular humdrum, feeling like I can't mode. And I want you to take your recovered self out. The one the you that feels good about yourself, even just give yourself a chance to feel. Even if you have a very silent, date, you don't take the dog, you don't take the kids, you just go out. And I want you to take yourself in from that moment, 3 to 5, you're going to feel completely whole and intact and ready to give yourself the feeling of just looking and observing. And I want you to observe things that you see in your environment that stand out to you, that are meaningful to you, that you really resonate with. Maybe it's a feeling, maybe it's a thought, maybe it's something that you find yourself being drawn to and exploring for that 2 hours. And you begin to say, I really find that I'm interested in. And I want you to fill that in when you're on your recovery date. I find that I really enjoy ... and fill this in on your recovery date. I find that I really want to ... and then begin to go there. It should be in a completely different direction than that from which you have hitherto done in your week. In other words, if you always go grocery shopping, you're not going grocery shopping. If you always go fishing, then you're doing something different. You're going someplace else. You might go to an animal shelter. You might go to the library. You might just go to the bookstore. Something that is outside of your usual pattern. Way outside of your usual pattern. And just go there to feel and to take it in. And say, I'm now acknowledging my healed self. These are the sort of self-talk, that I want you to have on your recovery date. Which is your self-talk. I now find that I'm so interested in. I really enjoy people who ... I feel so healed when I ... I really feel safe now that I'm ... I really feel less reactive and more quiet now when I ... I feel so much more at peace now that I ... And go in and do these things, the recovery date, once a week for 2 hours. You can eventually expand it to 3 hours, in 4 hours. Then I want you to take a recovery day, where it's one day you completely stay in your recovery mindset. You completely stay in that recovery space. A lot of people can't do it for that long. They find themselves slipping back. It's a chance for you to take a step outside of yourself in your regular way of thinking and feeling. And trust me, you're going to take your inner recovered self out. And it's going to be a new part of you. And it's going to feel very quiet and very, you're going to take on a new demeanor, a new way of carrying yourself. And I want you to go out and explore some different place and activity, really ceasing that inner critic and that inner negativity and that inner reactivity, and stop that. And if you're usually it should be outside of your usual activity. So I want you to schedule that in and see what kind of amazing healing effects, and put it in your calendar for the rest of the year. Put it in the calendar for the rest of your year. It's something that you should put in once a week. It can be at the same time every week. It can be at different times. Do not miss a recovery date. Keep it going for the rest of this year and see the results, so you have changes experiential within yourself. It's Peace and Harmony with you here today. I hope these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.